Anyway, man, that was fun. Let's get into the rundown, Cooley, dog. What you got for us in a rundown? Chris Brown, rundown.
It's funny because we're talking about champions, and I'm very excited to bring this up because I've been a day one Judgment Day fan since day one. I love these guys, and our guy Damian Priest has finally cashed in and became the new world champion. What a plot twist, man! Now I want to ask you fellas, do you guys buy Priest as a world champion? And what's next for Drew after losing the title after only a few minutes? Because me personally, I can see Damian, having a great run. Like, he has the look. He's the bisexual Undertaker. He can run with that and probably make it into something.
Yo, I love that they acknowledge that. Like, I love that he played into that. That's fire.
I'm loving the way this is working out, man. I love Damian. So, Qwan, let me hear from you first, man. What do you think about this? You buy it?
All right. So first off, I'll start with Drew McIntyre. I absolutely hate the fact that he finally got his big moment at WrestleMania and won that title, only to lose it in a couple minutes. But I'm not mad at the long-term booking because we all know this is leading to Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, and we all want to see it.
Yes, we do.
So shout out to them for that. Damian Priest. I like Damian Priest a lot, but I don't know if I'm on board yet, dog. I just got to be honest with you. I don't know if I see him as world championship material yet. Now, obviously, he's one of the best big men as far as wrestling goes. That boy can wrestle his ass off. But on the mic, he's still kind of bland. Matter of fact, I'm sure he could. I mean, Bryan Danielson was, he couldn't talk on the mic at one point before he found the whole yes movement thing. And yeah, Roman too. So maybe Damian Priest can learn how to speak on that mic. But at the moment, I just feel like Judgment Day is his crutch. And without Judgment Day, Damian Priest ain't really hot like that. So I don't know if I buy him as champ. But I'm going to give it a chance because I like Damian Priest. And I also do want to say shout out to WWE for the long-term booking with Damian Priest cashing in on Drew McIntyre. Because I didn't notice. I didn't notice until someone pointed it out to me. But every single time Damian Priest has tried to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, it was always Drew McIntyre who prevented it from happening.
Yeah.
So it was like a full circle moment when he finally cashed it in, and it was on Drew McIntyre. I thought that was ill. So shout out to WWE for that.
That was dope. How about you, Sylvan? What you feeling?
I called this once again. I said this was going to happen. I said that Damian Priest was gonna cash in and become world heavyweight champion, and that's our future world heavyweight champion. Yes,
did he?
Yes,
I remember that.
Yes, I did.
I remember that.
You don't remember it,
Mr. Prophet.
I remember it because you don't like Damian Priest. So it is what it is.
Whoa!
Yeah, you stay over there. You stay over there, man. You stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
I like Damian Priest. You don't like Damian Priest. He's 6'7". I like him.
You don't like him, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest is exactly what we need as a world heavyweight champion. We need new, fresh talent that's basically ready to carry new meaning into this world heavyweight title. We don't need guys who've been around in the company for a long time. We need new, fresh guys. And so seeing Damian Priest become world heavyweight title, in my opinion, is exciting because now we can actually see what he can do. I think he's the leader of basically one of the hottest factions in wrestling right now. And in my opinion, giving him the title makes the most sense. What I see for him is turning up the aggressiveness. I want to see him be even more aggressive. I want to see him be even more dominant. I hope that his heel run is very just very dominant. Like I really do hope he has like a Gunther like heel run where he's winning clean against people, and he just seems like he's really unstoppable. I don't really know.
Might be a transitional champ, bro.
He
might be transitional. Wow. I don't know. It might be transitional.
I don't think he's transitional. I just think Qwan. I think you really just don't believe in him because you don't see him as that player. But I think also you don't realize that like we haven't really had a new champion that hasn't been champion in a long time. And when we think about that, like, yeah, it is hard to see Damian Priest as a world heavyweight champion and not Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins or AJ Styles. But these guys are proven already. So we need to get new guys in there that can prove themselves. So I like the excitement. I want to see what he can do with it. And I think he's going to knock it out the park.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this run, man. I love Damian, man. South to heaven. Come on,
and he had a classic with Bad Bunny, so it's like
he did.
If you can have a classic with Bad Bunny, then You can have a classic with anybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Damian.
I see him really putting on, man.
And shout out for him to embracing the whole bisexual Undertaker thing, because that was funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was funny.
I don't know. He said Rhea be sending me memes, and I
was like, what? We forget Damian in his 40s, man. He probably far removed from a lot of this stuff.
Damn, he 40?
Yeah, he 41.
How old is he? Let's fact check that. Yeah, how old is Damian Priest? 41?
Yeah, he's 41. Yeah, he's probably far removed from all this social stuff.
42. In September. We gonna see about it. Now let's talk about the bloodline real quick, like we was talking about earlier. As you all know, this past SmackDown, Solo is apparently the new tribal chief following Roman's title loss and following Tama Tonga's SmackDown debut, and of course, Jacob Fatu's recent signing. What are we witnessing here? Are we witnessing the Bloodline 2.0? Where is this story going? Listen here, man. First off, before I say anything, I want to hear from Sylvan first, because this is the Bloodline, expertise right there.
Mm-hmm.
Before you say anything, Sylvan, I just want to say I can see Solo getting back into that NXT bag, man, and really going crazy on that mic, and I'm very excited for this. Facts. Because my boy has been quiet for too long, and they've been doing him dirty since, I want to say, SummerSlam. It's been horrible. So I'm excited for this 2.0. What you got for me, Sylvan? What you got for me, man? Where's the story going?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. Jimmy is out. I want to say Jimmy teams back up with Jay, but I don't really know how. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. And for me, that's really exciting. I think I didn't expect. First of all, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect Solo to come out and be like, "I'm the tribal chief now."
Yeah, facts. That was crazy.
That's just, for me, that was yo, all right.
What?
And then we got Tonga coming in, and then he also decimates Jimmy. So I don't know what this means for Jimmy. I'm assuming that it's gonna be a Jimmy versus Solo feud coming up, and Solo's gonna destroy him. But I'm gonna be honest. I am excited, because I don't know what this means. And I think that feels really good. I think for the longest, we've been able to kind of figure out or make predictions about the bloodline from a place of what's already been established for the past 4 years. But this is the first time where I'm really I don't really know, because, I could say The Rock is going to come back and, take Solo and Tonga and be like, I'm the tribal chief, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I'm not going to give up my tribal chief status after I claimed it. We know The Rock is coming back. So I don't know. I will be honest. I don't really know where this is headed. And it's exciting.
You the prophet, man. You got to know something.
I am the prophet, but this is a little beyond me right now.
I'm not letting Sylvan rock with this prophet thing. Nah, man. I remember this man said the bloodline was over. It didn't even exist. Said the bloodline was trash.
I said it feels like it hasn't existed, and that it's been trash.
Right. And then when I said, bro, and when I said, yo, we just gotta let it play out, because we still, Roman ain't been around. We just gotta wait till we get to the next point. And you was like, nah. And now all of a sudden,
I didn't say nah. I didn't say nah.
Right.
Bro. I said it was trash.
Play the tapes. Right. But hey, yo, I'm down. I'm down with Bloodline 2.0. So this is my prediction. If I was booking, this is what I would do. We already see Solo Sikoa claiming the tribal chief status. I'm sure he's going to start coming out with a little joint around his neck. Got Paul Heyman with him. He crushed the phone when Paul Heyman tried to call Roman Reigns. So right now, it's just Solo and Tama Tonga. I definitely see Jacob getting involved, and I think that's going to be the new bloodline. I think it's going to be Solo, Jacob, and Tama Tonga. And then at some point, Roman's going to return with Jimmy and Jey Uso. Hold on. This is the bloodline. I don't know what y'all got going over there, but this is the real bloodline, and we're going to get a bloodline versus bloodline civil war. And maybe that's how The Rock comes back in, and maybe The Rock will side with Solo and them, and he'll take over that bloodline. It'll just be bloodline versus bloodline. By the time we get to WrestleMania 41, we can get Roman versus The Rock. Who knows?
But will that be a main event without a title?
I mean,
I think
I fully expect Cody to lose the title to The Rock at SummerSlam. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. But
so you think The Rock going to be with us from SummerSlam to WrestleMania?
Nah, I think he'll do the same thing that Roman does and pop in once every couple weeks. Maybe work the Royal Rumble or something, and then WrestleMania he'll be here for the lead in, and then we'll get Roman versus Rock.
Right.
And Roman can win his title back from The Rock.
Wow.
That's what I would think. But I don't know, man. Like I'm not entirely sure. I know Roman and Jimmy are gonna have to. I know Roman's gonna probably grab Jimmy up, just on some like, yo, look what they did to me. And I think Roman and Jimmy are gonna have to try to convince Jay, like, yo, we need your help. And Jay's just gonna be on like, nah, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be the story.
Yeah,
they're gonna drag that out. They're gonna drag that out.
That's what I think. That's what I
drag the hell out of.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do know like Roman's gonna come back like alone, and I think the wise man is gonna turn on Roman because he's gone, and he's just gonna be like, you haven't been here, and you took your eye off the ball, and we're winning here, and I think Roman's gonna have to recruit Jimmy, and they're gonna be like, we got to get Jay back. We got to figure it out, and I think we're gonna have to see the humble side of Roman Reigns.
That's crazy.
Like, this is gonna be so strange, but
we're gonna see a babyface bloodline versus a heel bloodline. That's crazy. That's insane.
Like the next
and Solo is the leader.
Yeah,
damn, I'm here for it. These Samoans, man.
Yeah, crazy.
They run in WWE.
Yep,
it's insane, man.
So that's what I see.
I'm here for it, man. Well, we'll see if Triple H listen to us or do his own writing.
Listen to us, Hunter. I don't know what Sylvan talking about, but listen to us, bro. We know better.
I mean, we'll see.
We don't.
Man. We'll see.
Just do your thing, man. Just figure it out with your writers, bro. We will watch whatever you give us. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be an interesting year for WWE. I'm excited, man. I'm down to see this Bloodline versus Bloodline because we are only in the third inning. Supposedly,
that's
we definitely are.
Wow.
That's for real. And I'll be honest, I didn't believe it until Friday. Once Solo came out, I was like, I'm the tribal chief. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, we here. I thought this was over, but we here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Solo didn't say it himself. Tama Tonga was staring down Paul Heyman and said, by orders of the tribal chief. And I'm like, yo, Tama Tonga is calling Solo the tribal chief.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That was nuts. Whoever's writing this is great, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the writers, man. Shout out to the writers. Now let's talk about some New Japan real quick. Let's pivot real quick. Jon Moxley, man. Jon Moxley. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he is the new International Wrestling Grand Prix heavyweight champion.
Yes, sir.
But he's claimed he's the most overlooked, disrespected, forgotten about, taken for granted wrestler in the history of this business. Is this cap?
Yeah, it's cap.
Is he's not or listen here, man. Listen here.
It's cap.
Listen here, man.
Come out of here, bro. It's cap, bro.
Listen here. Let me say this. That's a cap. That is a cap. Bro was in one of the most successful factions of all time. The shit. What is you talking about, bro? Me personally, I think the most overlooked, forgotten about wrestler of all time is Tajiri. That's just me personally.
Wow.
That's
low key.
Me personally. He's done everything for WWE. Oh man, he deserves so much better. But I don't know what Jon Moxley is talking about. Maybe it's the probably too much blood that's been, spilling out this man's brain from the past 2 years at AEW. But yo, he's wilding, y'all. So what you think about this, man?
I don't think he's wilding in how he feels, but he's wilding in what he's saying, right? So like what he's saying isn't valid. It's cap. It's like, bro, you have a career that people would die for. Wrestlers wish they could be a quarter of how successful you are.
True.
And that's facts. That's just off bat. But how he feels, I get it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You need to go back home. Go back home, bro. AEW, look, AEW ran its course. You bled over there. You did your thing. It's great, but they are in the dumps and they're not as appealing. And I'm pretty sure they're not appealing to your ego right now. And New Japan is great, but we know what New Japan is. Like we know what time it is, right? So like honestly, you need to go back home, man. Go back home and finish what you started. Like you did a lot, but we know there's so much more you can do. And
so much more.
Who you were before you left, when you left, versus who you are now are two different Jon Moxleys. So if you really feel that way, bro, then go back and do what you were supposed to do.
Hey, last time I checked, he signed for 6 years with AEW, so it's gonna be a while before we see him back in WWE, if ever.
Wow, yeah, if ever.
But and y'all might hate me for this, but I'm not mad at him. I actually agree with him. I think he is overlooked and disrespected because I look at the hip hop big three, right? The hip hop big three is Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. So Drake is obviously the most successful. He has all the accolades. He sells the most records. He's the most famous. But the most respected for their talent, their in-ring craft, that's Seth Rollins. And then you got J. Cole, who like people like. We rock with J. Cole, but we don't really see him on the same level as Kendrick and Drake. He's like the number 3. And I feel like wrestling's big 3 is the same thing. We got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Jon Moxley, the Shield. That's the big 3. We all know who the most famous is. That's Roman Reigns. He's the one with all the accolades. He was WWE champion for like 4 damn years. And then the one that's most respected for their craft, that's Seth Rollins. Jon Moxley is like that number 3 that we like. But most of the time when you see the dialogue around Jon Moxley, is people discussing that he bleeds too much, or like they're laughing at certain things he's doing in New Japan. So yeah, he has every right to feel disrespected and feel like he's overlooked because he feels like he's on the same level as the other two.
But whose fault is that?
I mean, it's a balance, because I think like certain things that he does in AEW does kind of give him some flack, like the bleeding a lot and whatnot. It's like come on, bro. But
stop bleeding.
Yeah, but also he is a completely different Jon Moxley than when he was at WWE, and the Jon Moxley at WWE was just turning into someone that we did not respect. And WWE was really in the toilet creatively. So
yeah,
I feel like he's done too much, in my opinion, to feel the way he feels. But it's valid, and I think the only way to validate that is to go back over to the other side and get your coins.
Right, but that's back to the other side, man. It's probably not gonna happen. Back to the other side, Jon Moxley, man. Right. But hey, congratulations on the champion. That's dope. Doing big things in New Japan, man. That's dope. Now, Qwan brought this to my attention, and this is probably the most funniest thing I've read over this week. Because, like, what? So, let's talk about it real quick, man. ECW legend Sabu no-showed his Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame induction over WrestleMania weekend, and his response to not showing up was, "I changed my mind." Yo, is Sabu foul for not showing up to his own induction? Because that is insane. I'd be hot for if I was running a Hall of Fame for you, bro. You're a legend. Right. What's going on, Qwan? Yo, how do you feel about this, man?
Bruh. Okay, so first off, I had no idea that there was an Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame.
I had no idea till
me. I didn't know that existed. So that's pretty ill. Shout out to the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame. But yo, as much as I love Sabu, he's the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu. No showing your own Hall of Fame induction is crazy. Sabu out here treating the Hall of Fame like the BET Awards. He got his award and didn't even show up for it. Like, come on, Sabu. That was foul, bro. That was foul.
I changed my mind.
Is Sabu still wrestling?
I hope not.
If Sabu's still wrestling, then I get why he didn't show up. Once you're in the Hall of Fame, it's kind of an asterisk against your name. Like, it's kind of a precursor to retirement. So I know, like, The Rock is staying away from the Hall of Fame because it's just like, bro, I'm not, retired. Like,
Sabu retired 2 years ago.
So ECW's doing plans to come out of retirement in 2024 for a final match. Yeah. So
apparently he's gonna have a final match.
Yeah. So So I think he's just kind of like, you know what? I'm not retired yet. I'm not in Hall of Fame. I changed my mind. Like, that's not where. Like, I'm not in that space. And he might change his mind again after that final match. He might be like, I want to keep going. And so I don't think it's great. I think I wouldn't have no show. That's crazy. But
I think Sabu out his goddamn mind. He probably got CTE or something. Taking all them chair shots and barbed wire baseball bats. Like he might not be all there these days.
Because retiring in 2021 and then coming back on AEW 2 years later to say I'm back wrestling. Like I don't know what's going on.
That's kind of weird.
He just not trying to. He's not trying to retire, man. That's why I think he didn't do it. That's why he no showed.
Maybe.
Shout
out to Sabu.
My mind is crazy, man. Yeah, shout out to a legend, man. He's definitely a legend. For sure,
and, look, and while we on the subject of ECW legends, remember we talked about Cactus Jack, Mankind, or Mick Foley coming out of retirement for one last final death match?
Yeah, man.
Apparently he got a concussion recently, so he said that he's scrapping that plan. He ain't coming back no more.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah, you too old.
You said it's good. I wanted to see it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to see it.
Nah, man, old, Mankind, he's done too much to try to risk that.
It's too old, bro. Right. Like your body ain't moving the same.
You right,
man. Bro. The only person to come out on a Royal Rumble 3 times.
Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack
back in '98. That's hilarious, dog.
The '98 Rumble was insane.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, for sure, man. But shout out to Sabu, man. Hopefully, you show up for the next one if you ever have a next one. But let's talk about Hook real quick. We talked about him earlier, which is Taz's son, who's also an ECW legend. He is expected to explore free agency when his contract is up later this year. WWE is said to be interested. Hook to WWE, yay or nay? Me personally, yay.
Of course.
Why not?
Of course.
Why not, man? Let's see Taz's little son, tear them ropes up, man. Let's see it. I'm down for it. How about you, Sylvan? What you feeling?
I'm a big Hook fan. I've always been a big Hook fan. I've always felt like his potential was being wasted in AEW. So, and I feel like he would do a lot better in WWE. I could see him really wreaking havoc in NXT for a while. I think he would do incredible in NXT, make a great name for himself, and then go onto the main roster. So, and I think, since there's being such a big transition with like the last generation of stars like Carmelo Hayes and whatnot, Trick Williams and Bronson Reed and Tiffany Stratton, all these people who have made NXT for the past like 3 years, we need newer stars who are going to come in and like really revitalize. So, I mean, we've already seen, I don't know if you guys saw, but the Final Testament went back to NXT, which I thought was a brilliant move, just because of considering the fact that they need more talent to like kind of put other talent over. So yeah, I definitely see it. I think Hook going to AEW, to WWE is great.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to see it because Hook is kind of small. He a scrawny dude. He got to put some weight on. If we really gonna see him in WWE. But
all right, bro.
Are we? Am I lying?
Everybody, Hook, bro. You know how many scrawny people are in WWE right now?
Johnny Gargano.
Bro, come on, man. Triple H is the scrawny king.
Ricochet's not scrawny. Ricochet's not scrawny. Yeah,
he a little shorter.
Triple H 5'11", but
Triple H is the scrawny king, bro. Like he loves those.
You might be right. You might be right.
Come on,
we'll see. But I think it's gonna happen. Like one of my predictions earlier this year was that we're gonna see a lot of young AEW stars transition over to WWE. Like AEW is gonna continue to sign these big indie guys or these big New Japan guys and former WWE guys. Meanwhile, people like Brian Pillman Jr. and Ricky Starks and Hook, they're just going to transition over to WWE and become bigger stars than they were in TNA. In AEW. We already saw it with Lexis King. Yeah. Brian Pillman Jr. was terrible in AEW.
Terrible.
He was an afterthought. We didn't even like him. But watching Lexis King now, it seems like, he might be being primed to be like a superstar for years to come. So
he's unhinged.
I see he's insane. Those beards. He got the ludicrous beard from like 2007.
Number one spot.
Hey. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think Hook and a lot of others are going to come over to WWE. And on the flip side, the AJ Styles and the Sheamuses of the world are probably going to pop up in AEW at some point. Even trade off. Young guys for old guys.
I think those guys are going to retire, man.
Sheamus?
Yeah, I think I see Sheamus retiring in like 5 years. I mean, AJ's already been alluding to it. He's already like, "Yo,
Yeah,
my
he's
body's
mentioning
hurting.
it.
Yeah, he's on the way out of
Like,
here.
I'm on my way out. Like, it's time. Like, it's just facts. I see these guys retiring. I don't see them going to AEW, and it's not like Edge, bro. Where like Edge is just like, an insano. He's an insane person, and he just wants to go out with a bang and wrestle whoever he wants to wrestle. So these guys are
also, I think Edge was just too, in a moment, being that he thought he was never going to wrestle again. So he want to wrestle. He want to do anything. So he just on that mindset right now. So yeah,
right.
But yo, shout out to Hook, man. We see you, my guy. That's all I got for the rundown, fellas. That's all I got.
Hey, man, we always appreciate you. And look, before we get into our awards, I just got to ask y'all one thing, man. Were y'all disappointed when Undertaker showed up at WrestleMania instead of Stone Cold?
Of course I was. Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler of all time. But
yeah,
I had to dial it back. Like, okay, I understand. But Undertaker still wasn't the choice.
Yeah.
So people saying that, it makes sense, but it's like he really wasn't the choice. It was Stone Cold, and then they didn't agree to the pay. So
I wonder how much Stone Cold wanted, man.
Stone Cold wanted that paper. He said, "You want me to honor The Rock? Give me $70 million."
Yeah,
like, wait, what?
$5 million. Like,
look at man, Stone Cold's from Texas. You want him to be in Philly?
Yeah, for real.
In the stadium that's not a dome.
In the cold too.
Yes,
in the cold, it was freezing.
Yeah, man. Wow. And you want him to fly, get out of the comfort of his own. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Like,
right. Yeah. But I wasn't mad at it being Taker. It made sense because the whole Rock and Undertaker dynamic was kind of weird, but Roman became the big dog because he beat Undertaker at WrestleMania. So it made sense for Undertaker to be the one to be like, no, we transitioning over to Cody Rhodes time now. So I wasn't mad at it. Shout out to Undertaker, man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Anyways, let's get into our awards. Now, this week, I want to let Solo Sikoa, my boy Solo, know that I see you, dog. We see what you're doing. For the longest time, they had this man, Solo Sikoa, just standing on the sidelines with his arms folded, wearing hoodies. He wasn't talking. He was 0-36 in his last 36 matches. It was looking weird for the boy. But recently, he got his own bloodline. Solo is popping again. Solo is the tribal chief. He's in charge now. He's cutting promos. He's actually talking instead of just standing there with his arms folded. And I feel like this is a rebirth of Solo Sikoa. I can see him as a future WWE champion. So I want to let Solo know that I definitely see what you're doing, my brother.
Shout out to Solo, man. Shout out to Solo. For this week, I want to give my We See You award to Damian Priest, man. Like
Damian.
I said, man. Like I said earlier, first of all, he's the first Puerto Rican champion in the past 50 years since Pedro Morales, and I feel like that's dope for the history. And I'm excited for this journey that he's gonna take us on, and I really truly believe in him that this will be a great run. So, Damian Priest, we see you. And that vlog was fire. The WrestleMania vlog, you can
fire.
You can feel the emotions with his family. Undertaker meeting his family. It was just dope, man. Oh wow!
What was he doing with Lana though? I saw that.
Lana.
I saw that. Yeah, did y'all see that? Because I saw that.
Ain't
that Rusev's girl? What's she doing, Damian Priest?
Nah, they broke up.
They divorced.
They divorced, man.
Oh, they divorced? Oh,
they divorced. Yeah.
Damian Priest, you sly dog, you brother.
I gotta give my We See You award to Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley winning this new championship over at New Japan. Jon Moxley
IWGP.
Yup, IWGP.
IGP.
Yeah, man. GP. But Jon Moxley is the first wrestler in history, I think, to have won IWGP, AEW, and the World Heavyweight Championship, WWE Championship, in history. And so that is history in itself. I don't know if anybody else will ever do that. And for that alone, Jon Moxley, I see you, brother. I understand how you feel. I don't think you're coming back home anytime soon, but you, for all intents and purposes, you've done something that nobody in the world has done. So relish in that, man.
Mm-hmm. And you might feel like you overlooked and or underrated, but you definitely not overlooked over here. We might talk about the blood a lot, but we definitely see you what you're doing, man. Mm-hmm. We love Jon Moxley over here.
Definitely.
So shouts out to you, Jon Moxley.
Stop bleeding.
Now, on this podcast, we love to show... You say stop bleeding. Come on, man.
It's cold, bro.
Come on, dog. I'm trying to show this man love, and he said, "Stop bleeding." But anyways, on this podcast, one of my favorite things to do is show our favorite black wrestlers, both past and present, that we love them. So this is our Black Wrestler of the Week. I think it's unanimous this week.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Black Wrestler of the Week is Javon Evans, the 19-year-old phenom.
Going crazy.
Now,
Jay Malachi.
Yeah, Jay Malachi from the Indies. 19 years old. He finally made his NXT debut on their main show because he was wrestling on Level Up for a little while. And the match with him and Reggie did not disappoint. That boy is bouncy. He was bouncing all over the ring, doing springboards, and his finisher is insane.
Yeah.
Now there was a moment this week where some weirdo podcaster said some weird remarks about him. Very weird. And I know Cooley's going to get into that with the packs, so I'm going to leave that to him. But Javon Evans, we definitely see what you're doing over here. We definitely love you. You are our Black Wrestler of the Week.
Shout out to Javon Evans.
Yeah,
man.
sure enough is, man. Good on you, bro, being 19 years old and just completely being a phenom, man. Like, the sky's the limit for you. It's crazy. You could do 3 years in NXT and be 22 when you debut at the main roster. So,
yeah, insane. Man. 19, bro.
19 years old, man. You know what I was doing at 19?
I know what you was doing at 19.
In the streets. I was in the streets running the whole city. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you was doing at 19. I know who you was doing at 19. I know everything. Hey, we was some wild boys, man.
Shouts to Reggie, man, because Reggie was definitely making that boy look great.
That's Scripps, bro. Yeah. He ain't Reggie no more. That's Scripps. Big Crip, but with this. Reggie is my guy, man. I love Scripps. He's such a good wrestler.
He's a
good wrestler. Anyways, man, let's get into our match of the week. Now, I saw Sylvan had some thoughts about this in the notes, so I'm going to hand this off to him and let him get into our match of the week. What did you have, boy? My boy.
My match of the week is Ricochet versus Bronson Reed versus Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso for the number one contendership of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I want to say, first and foremost, man, Ricochet, I really hope you figure out your character or gimmick or whatever it is, whatever it is that you got to figure out. Because, man, the spot that you had doing the 450, springing off of the ropes onto Bronson Reed on the announcer table and telling your lovely lady, I'm sorry. I know she gave you the silent ride home on y'all way to the next station, man. But the fact that you sacrificed that for us was incredible. I thought this match had incredible action. I felt the stakes. I love that we had Jey Uso in here and that Jey Uso actually won. I think that's incredible, especially after winning at WrestleMania. And man, this whole match just made me it makes me want Ricochet to just be more. Like, bro, you have everything except an identity. So just please, figure it out, man, because, I want to see more of you. And I don't want you to have to sacrifice yourself so much just because that's the only thing that you can do. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. But the match was great.
Man, we putting that match over the 6-man ladder match at WrestleMania?
If we doing a match of WrestleMania, then I would do the 6-man ladder match or even Cody versus Roman because that was a classic. But if we just doing, Monday through Friday, then I gotta agree with, all right. Okay, I gotta agree with Sylvan, man. Like that, that match was ill.
WrestleMania is a whole other thing. It's
right. That's a thing in itself. And there was a lot of good wrestling last week. Like Scripps versus Javon Evans was ill. The main event from SmackDown, a 3-way with Rey Mysterio and who was it? LA Knight and AJ Styles. That was crazy. They were doing.
So the 450. You guys choosing that over the Scripps match because
it was better.
It was.
It was. I think so because it was a springboard, bro. It was a springboard through a table on the outside, and that's just something that we don't see in WWE. Like Javon Evans' finisher was ill. But that's we see that all the time in WWE. It's just an ill spot. But doing a springboard 450 through a table on WWE Raw, that's something I expect in AEW. So
I don't disagree with y'all. I love Ricochet, man.
Also, we saw Punk cost Drew his opportunity again.
Again.
And the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Again. And the fact that Roman
the ultimate hater.
And the fact that Roman just literally lost his title, and now Jey Uso, like his right-hand man, has a title shot at Backlash, basically. I mean, come on. Like, just great storytelling. Great setting up.
Right. And you didn't mention him, but shout out to Bronson Reed, too. Because Bronson Reed was doing his thing in that match.
Yeah, he was.
Bronson Reed was doing his thing. Yo, that's my favorite call-up in a long time. Big Bronson Reed. That boy be out there killing people.
Yeah. Bronson be going crazy, man. I swear he's a part of the bloodline.
He ain't even Samoan, bro. He just Aboriginal or something.
Yeah,
he looked like it, dog. I'm like, yo, he has to be bloodline.
Right. That boy looked Latino. But yeah, I definitely agree with Sylvan, man. That was definitely the match of the week. That 4-way or 5-way, whatever, on Raw.
Incredible.
That was the match of the week.
Incredible match. Yeah. Great main event.
And facts. Anyways, y'all know what time it is.
Oh, yeah, let's get
it. Big packs this week, baby. Pack 'em up awards, where we pack up the most infamous moments in wrestling this week. Now, I feel like it's only right that I pass the mic to my brother, Jay Cooley, because I know he got a lot to say about this weirdo podcaster.
Yeah, for real.
Kevin Scampoli. I don't even care if I didn't get your name right, brother. I don't even care if I didn't get your name right, brother. You are getting this pack, man. Coming at Javon Evans, calling him a slave. Are you dumb? Are you smoking? You are smoking a meth, man. That's why you ain't got no hair on top of your head, man. What's going on with you, dog? Yo, that's out of pocket, man. And I love that the whole WWE came to his offense on Twitter. It was a beautiful sight because like we don't stand for that. And then this man made another video. Yeah. And he dropped the N-word.
With mad times, by the way. Like
with
mad
the
times.
ER at the end of it, you know? Yeah, that one. Bro, if I was to ever... No, I ain't gonna say it. But yo, he getting his pack, man. I can't stand people like that, man. Like, just let the young talent prosper, man. Let them do their thing, man. If you see a mistake or something, breeze by it. You ain't got to call the dude a slave. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, that was
19
weird.
years old,
Very
living
weird,
out his
bro.
dream, man. You probably 46 years old, still drinking beers on Friday night, watching Texas Chainsaw with no girl and probably with a goddamn nasty, stinking dog that's probably not even potty trained. You a loser, bro. You're a
that
loser,
was weird,
dog.
man. That was very weird.
Very weird.
Loser.
Activity.
What a loser, dog. Getting his
Look,
pack,
so
man.
definitely. I wanted to come on here and pack up Matt Riddle just because Matt Riddle had a match in New Japan this past week. And after losing to Zack Sabre Jr., he just hopped out of the ring and started dancing and walked away. Like he no-sold the injuries.
It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like, come on, man. Like,
He no-sold the injuries. He didn't care. And the only time I've ever seen something like that happen was with Austin Aries.
yeah,
when he did it in TNA a couple years ago. Apparently, Matt Riddle was on the outs in New Japan. He's probably beefing with management or something. So that was his way of getting back at them. I didn't like that at all. But I got to agree with Cooley, man. That weirdo podcaster. I'm not even going to say his name because he don't deserve the recognition anywhere, especially on the black platform. But calling Javon Evans a slave, that was weird behavior. That was...
Bro, a loser.
And I get it. You're trying to go viral. You're trying to get your moments. You probably thrive off the fact that WWE superstars are tweeting you or replying to you, but that ain't the way to do it, bro. It's really not. That was unnecessary. That was offensive, and it was dumb. It was dumb. So pack up whatever his name is. I ain't rocking with that.
To spend a block on the second video was insane, dog.
Yeah, calling him an N-word. That was weird. That was
wave.
weird, bro.
Well, you know, I'm packing up Jack Perry.
Oh,
yeah.
Stop it.
I'm packing up Jack Perry. Jack Perry, I just want to talk to you real quick, man, and say this could have all been avoided. This could have all been avoided, man. And I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I saw that video, and you're a victim. You're a victim, bro. Like,
Spitfire.
yeah, bro. Like, I don't know what your problem is, man. I don't get it. But this all could have been avoided if you had just played ball and not taunted one of the biggest stars in the company. And unfortunately, the sins of your actions are coming back to roost. And on top of that, you being a victim and people cheering for the fact that you got what you got is even crazier to me, man. So you getting this pack for stepping over your bridges, bro. Like, I don't know what this does for you as a wrestler, in my opinion, but it makes you look really soft. So
right,
you getting this pack.
He got hemmed up by a 40-year-old.
A 40-year-old, bro, and you look like a child.
By a 4-year-old.
So,
and Hook was like,
"Yo, that's the funniest part about that video. Hook was minding his business. He said, "I'm not getting involved in none of this."
Like, bro, this ain't even, I don't know none of these guys. I'm out of here.
Right,
another year, anyways.
And Chris Hero couldn't believe what he was seeing. He had his face covered. He's like, "Oh my God, did this really just happen?" Hey, man.
And also, man, it's just like, bro, y'all. I hate the fact that we had to see Samoa Joe like help out, and it's just like, bro, like, this is just bad. So, yeah, you getting this pack, Jack?
Yeah, man.
What was your side note, Cooley? I know you had one.
Oh no, I was gonna say pertaining to the footage that Tony Khan aired on Wednesday. Did y'all see what's the name reaction?
Who?
Tony from WCW. They used to
Tony
work
Schiavone?
at WCW.
Oh my God!
So embarrassed.
Bro, he was
that
like,
was the worst moment. That was the worst moment. He had the same exact reaction at Bash at the Beach 2000 when Vince Russo did the whole Booker T Hulk Hogan thing, and Tony Schiavone is just sitting on commentary with his face down, like, "Come on, man." Like, he had the same reaction when AEW aired the CM Punk and Jack Perry footage. He was so disappointed.
Might have been worse.
He was like, "Bro,
yo, this might." Like, I know I don't want to be like jumping the gun and speaking in hyperbole, but this could be the beginning of the end for AEW in the capacity that it exists right now. This could really be the end. A lot of wrestlers are not rocking with AEW and the way they're moving.
Yeah, people are going to leave. People are going to continue to go over to the other side, and I don't think they're going to have a problem finding more talent. I just think that they're going to continue to dwindle, and they're going to settle into what they really are.
Right.
So,
and what's Shorty name that was speaking with Will Ospreay when he made his little
Renee
at Hunter? Yeah, she
Renee.
was like, "Oh man," because supposedly
you can see the disappointment. You can see the disappointment on her face too.
Supposedly she's
like,
close with Stephanie.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, like these people have relationships, man, and like I know Will, like I know Will Ospreay is just like he really don't care, bro. Like he does not care, in my opinion, and like I know he doesn't care about like rubbing anybody the wrong way. And he probably just doing what Tony told him to do. So being a good wrestler, but it's like people got relationships, man. Like people got like this is wrestling, dog. Like this is really wrestling. It's a scripted television show, but like these people are real people. They have real relationships. They go to WWE shows. Like they have friendships and relationships with WWE wrestlers. Like this ain't cool, man.
Right. And on that note, we are out of here, dog. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you subscribe. Like this video. Like this video right now. You. Yes, you. You right there with the red shirt. Like this goddamn video. And also comment and subscribe. Until next time, this is Wrestling with the Homies. We out of here.
Peace.